We ask that all cell phone please turn off or put on vibration. And for those who wish to address the council, please come to the podium. To my right, your left. Each person who are to speak before the council will have 3 minutes. Ms. Thomas, you may proceed.
Reese Ruffin. Peyton Young Jr.
I'm here to ask for permission to use the High Point Park this Saturday for youth department at Shore Temple of God located on West Park Avenue. We're going to have we were trying to put together a back to school picnic for them employees at the school, just to give them the opportunity to get some school supplies and some things like that. So basically, we're just here to ask for permission to use that department, and if we are given the okay, we want to make sure that the restroom and trash and all of these that we would possibly need to build up. That's basically why I was here.
What hours you have?
Mr. Young,
Yes,
what
sir.
hours are you planning to use?
11 to 4.
Okay, that is 4. What is the pleasure of the council?
Madam President, I just want to request make sure everything's in accordance with the recreation department as far as things that need to be prepared in case they would have need of. You didn't mention, Mr. Young, whether you would need the restrooms or anything. So I just want to make sure those will be available, trash containers so we can be able to put stuff in before we concur with the
Ms. Ward?
They'll be available, so we'll take care of it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
What is the pleasure of the council?
Motion to approve, Madam Chair.
The second? Cast your vote. You have permission, Mr. Young. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All right.
And Daniels.
Are we going to step out? Is he outside?
Yes, he's on his way.
Go get it.
Same thing we trying to call you.
And Daniels.
Ms. Daniel, you were not here for the instruction, of course, I know you are familiar, that each person that appeared has 3 minutes. Thank you.
Well, I'm here to discuss this about detention. I have to understand today that at emergency meeting, we have a meeting, employees meeting. We try to have them sign, or employees to sign a list so they have an emergency election for the detention. First of all, I don't know how can an employee call this employees off the street, police officer, fireman, public workers, off the street. The city then, the guy police officer, fireman out there, in a meeting at an employee office. First of all, it's illegal for them to have the election when some of the people's terms not even up on the people. And once they lost terms not up to the end of this year. So I don't know how you have an emergency meeting. Why don't we have an emergency meeting for the election, the mayor election? The city council, you gonna get that over with. Now, last week, we discussed that you all want to get, someone brought up the fact that you want to have some kind of committee for the detention board. All this type of stuff need to wait after the election. We don't need an emergency meeting, emergency election, or none of this stuff before the election. There are laws that our pension is a law of state law. It should be abided by, as any other crime that was adopted by the legislature. You know, is it okay to go out there? Right now, I've got any income. Is it okay for me to go out there and break the law and still break in my neighbor's house because my situation changed? No. So the situation, when the situation is city change, don't mean you all can break the law, the pension law, and just do what you want to do. And then there's Mr. Audie, ma'am, you have the information on who terms up about the pension board, right? You have that information. Now, these are people on the pension board, employees. I'm sorry. Do have a right to, as soon as what happened, you will just take them off the board for no can't reach. I just wanted to point that out. This emergency meeting and all that stuff about pension board, that type of stuff anyway. No, I'm not talking about. I'm just saying in terms of where. I'll talk to the board. But I'll just point out that you have information on when each individual returns up. And I don't see why we need an emergency meeting. We have employees. In fact, some of the police officers signed this thing to have emergency meeting. They haven't looked at the candidate. They're not even trying to call you. But they want to make a decision on how not allowed to put the rest of these employees that work and deserve a pension. So they're going to make a decision on whether or not we get our money on whether to terminate this pension. And that's the mayor blow off telling them the time's up. And this same person that intimidated people that come to work and try to sign this check.
Raise the house.
Good evening. My name is Tracy House. I reside at 6809 Covenant Report, Mobile, Alabama, 36695, and I am a current employee of the city of Richmond. Last week, there was mention, or several weeks before, that was mentioned reference to creating a Citizens Financial Advisory Committee for the pension plan for the city of Richmond. And as a part of our current employees, we had a couple of questions that we wanted to pose to the city council in reference to this Citizens Financial Advisory Committee. What type of educational or financial background will these citizens have? What is the real purpose of this committee, and how will decisions made differ from those that are made by the current pension board? What is this committee? Will this committee have access to unlimited information, and so why? Will this committee include employees? These are some of the questions that we posed, and I'm going to present them to the city council so that we can get answers, not today, hopefully within the next scheduled meeting, because those are some of the concerns that we have as far as employees go in reference to the advisory committee set up by the city. Now, the second part of my discussion will be in reference to the pension plan, the one that is in place currently now. Currently, Wells Fargo is the trustee of the pension plan. They're charging us an annual fee of $12,000 to manage our money. From the information that I received, Wells Fargo no longer wants to be the trustee of that fund. So our question is, why are we going to continue to pay these excessive fees to Wells Fargo when they no longer want to manage our money? The majority of the current employees have signed documents asking to opt out of the pension plan for various reasons. We're continuously losing money month after month, and the majority of the employees want to opt out of this plan. As the pension board, you all are failing us as overseers of this plan. Why should we be subjected month after month to these continued losses with no increases at all? Let me ask you this: if this was your personal money, the money that you had in your own personal account, would you let it continue to sit there month after month losing money without drawing any interest? I ask you, would you let your money stay there? This money is being mismanaged, and we
we, the current employees, are asking to please move this money from this failing money market account at Wells Fargo and move it to another bank with interest-bearing account. The pension board, has a duty, responsibility, and an obligation to ensure that the proper management of the employee's pension is well seen. The employee's contribution must be saved, and we are entrusting you to do the right thing by properly managing, overseeing, and protecting our interests. So on behalf of the current employees of the city of Pritchard, we're requesting, asking, begging, and pleading to please move that money from Wells Fargo to another bank into an interest-bearing account. Thank you. And I'm going to present my questions to you.
Yes, Ms. Howes, I do want to just make a statement.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'd like to make a matter of, I am not a member of the pension board.
Oh, yes, ma'am, I know.
Okay,
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
definitely want that to be made a matter of record. And I've had concerns, even though I was not, but the person who was in charge, I had spoken even about previous things as related to that pension plan, but I'm not a member, and I want that to be made a matter of record.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Do you have a copy of the second point that you spoke on, you brought up to this point?
I was going to make a matter of record, but you wasn't about to hand it.
Okay, Steve, is that on?
Yeah. I was discussing, consent for the councilwoman, one has on item one to replace at the last of the agenda, she's running late. In case you get here now, she's on her way. Okay. I need a motion.
We have it in the Senate.
Yeah.
Item number two, I need a resolution authorizing the mayor to request the board of school commissioners of Mobile County to permit use and development of the property formerly occupied by Glendale School as a community park.
Chair, I'm sorry, Madam Chair, the only thing I want to add to it, unless there's any discussion or question, I think I've had an opportunity to review it from last week. I think it would be a great thing for that particular part of the community, and certainly should go a long way towards making sure that that part of the community has the necessary recreational enhancements that it really sort of needs. So I just supported, I had some initial questions, but they were addressed last week to the council in regards to the actual makeup. So those questions have been satisfied. So I do commend the councilwoman for moving to take full advantage of a piece of property that could end up being an eyesore and turn it into another part of the community. I'm sorry, Madam Chair, I didn't know that, but I would move to approve the item at this time. Resolution.
Take the vote.
I ask your second.
Okay, you made the motion. I need a motion on a resolution creating the Glendale Community Park Advisory Board in the city of Pritchard.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second. Yes.
I need a motion on correspondence and finance director regarding expenditures for City Fund 103 law enforcement fund. This is their expense to the police, total $5,000. We will receive recognition of that. The total is $5,000. It's a budget recognition.
Ms. Palmer, Ms. Evans.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna make this request to the finance director again. For a numerous of times, we never had this police expenses dodged together. And we've talked about this, but it should be itemized so we'll know. But no, not in this form. When they used to do it, they used to give it to us on this, so we would know we were paying. We don't have to, for the regular, but what I'm saying that I requested for him to do is when they add it in this form, kind of like, feel like we don't know that we had this discussion before. But it should be really outlined on this form, on one sheet of paper, that we receive in your pen. We're not gonna be able to look through all of these invoices, this is a lot of invoices, but it should be outlined. And I will continue to request that we report the people who we're paying. That's the only thing I'm requesting. We've always done that, but here recently we stopped. And I can't understand why we stopped doing something that was good.
Okay, I understand, if I heard this correctly, he said that he will proceed to do that.
He always say that, Ms. Edwards, but I'm still waiting on him.
Well, hopefully that.
Madam Chair, I do concur with the request, but always if you could, please, council, you have the city clerk read those separate items into the record, coincide with the agreement, just for the record at this time. How many are there? Is that many? If it's possible, then I would ask that, given the amount of time between now and next week, that the amounts will be itemized in this council's minutes for next week for approval. And then from this point forward, we could get the itemization of this for the request to approve.
Mr. Rex, we have had a council member to request that the information be itemized so that Mrs. Pomeroy may post into the next minutes, so that on next week's minutes, we will be able to read it, and therefore, hopefully, okay? Now we're going to debate. Thank you.
Yeah, I move that we, I am asking, with the clarification stated by the chairman, that the special fund on law enforcement police expenses indicated under various would be approved in the amount of $5,000. Also with the understanding that future purchases in this matter, they would be itemized by way of vendor.
Second.
Okay, cast your vote, please.
I would like for the record to reflect that I've requested immediately that this be done. But this is not the first time that this report is on that. Thank you.
I need a motion on the correspondence from the finance director regarding expenditures from special fund number 106, special gas excise tax fund to Granite Environmental Incorporation for debris boom, $2,609.60. To the Alabama Fire College, 12 firefighter training class, $1,185, total $3,797.60.
We have a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second, Madam Chair.
Cast your vote.
Go back to item number 1, I need a motion on a resolution creating the Pritchard Stadium Advisory Board of the City of Pritchard.
Councilwoman Edwards, I ask that you all move this down to the end of the agenda to see if anyone had any questions. For years, I've been pushing for an advisory board for the Pritchard Stadium. So the board main purpose would be to help promote, it's more of an advisory committee to help promote activities at Pritchard Stadium. So we could eventually start making money off the stadium and that we can have funds and revenue available to keep the maintenance and upkeep of Pritchard Stadium. So that's why I'm requesting that we pass this resolution.
If I may, Harris, and if I may direct my question, I'm still looking for the board. Oh, okay. And one of the reasons why I'm saying this is because one of the things we don't want to break down in communication. I just want to know whether or not you have had a chance to look at this particular resolution creating a recreation advisory board, because there's no way they're going to have to work totally independent of this board. Have you had a chance to look at it?
I haven't had a chance to look at the resolution, but this is strictly, from my understanding, just for the stadium and not the whole department, just for the stadium, man.
Okay. Well, you still work with the
I still would like to view it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just wanted to know that.
just on one question, Madam Chair, to the council, when we be expecting the appointments to be made? Is there a deadline? I don't know, because I would imagine these individuals would, have to have certain qualifications as well, in terms of dealing with recreation, waste, markets, saving. So that's just not something you would typically come across when you make it. I would imagine there should be a good period of time to identify qualified individuals that would be productive on that committee.
When we pass the resolution tonight, any council person can start submitting names. So it is a process of, as soon as you can get up and running, as soon as you make your appointments, as soon as you bring names forward. This is something we've been working on for years. And I would like to see for us to pass it so we finally start getting an advisory board strictly for fish safety. We have a motion on this, please.
You do, Madam Chair.
Second, we have a second. Second. Cast your
This ends item for council, meeting. I need a motion to approve the minutes of August 2nd, 2012, just their correction.
Second.
Thank you all. Any announcements?
Madam Chair, you do have one. You try to-
I'd like to, I'm council that the budget, being due budget becomes due shortly. And you have a finance committee meeting, I'd like to meet with everybody. If you don't, any of you who was interested, come by my office and go over the proposal. So, or if you have a finance committee, I'll be gone most of next week. So I will be here Monday.
Well, is it possible, Mr. Rex, that you could give us maybe a time schedule with several dates and times that we can just go on and let you know? That way we won't put anything in and it'll be out.
Tomorrow, Monday, half day Tuesday, I'll be leaving middle of the afternoon Tuesday. So anytime during that time frame. You know, any of you who want to, if you have finance committee meeting and it meets with everybody, if not, anybody who's interested in coming to my office, you know,
Madam Chair, I would suggest that if the finance director is going to be out all next week, and it's probably going to be probably set it on the earliest time when he comes back, if he's going to provide something in advance of the meeting for us to review, then that would be suitable, so that gives us an opportunity to evaluate that, to review it, so that we'll have something to talk on. But also too, I know our colleague, Mr. President, may find himself unable to attend, so it may very well be that we have to call it next week on the agenda as far as setting the meeting, so even though he won't be here.
by the 20th, that's be submitted.
Exactly.
So that's not the time.
So that's what I was basically saying, we may need to set the meeting next week in case our colleague is not able to be accepted, because he is the chairman of the committee.
Mr. Rex, can you submit that information, something that we can have in our hand, and I will get with the president, and we will set a finance committee meeting. We just go on and set that, and we'll do it for that, for next week, because that's been posted. And we will come together in a finance committee meeting, and we will deal with it, and hopefully, my colleagues will make some notes in order to attach and to send to you, okay? Thank you.
I also have an announcement too. Since we were talking about the financing, a couple of weeks ago, we did pass the financial advisory committee. So now would be a good time for you all to start submitting those names, so we get those people appointed to the advisory committee, so we can work our way through this budgetary review. And now I want to remind everyone of that.
Madam Chair, the 20th falls on the second Monday, the normal rotation for the finance committee meeting. That was the Monday that I was projecting that we would meet anyway, since the 20th would be the day we had it submitted. I think that would be suitable time, if the council can go over the plan on the 10th. Yes, second and fourth.
Only thing that you said that 20, heard, correct me if I'm wrong. I heard you say that you were supposed to submit or have it done. Okay, my, Mr. Ebram, what you stated was you have to submit it on the 20th. Has to be done. Yeah.
When do you plan on submitting?
I developed the part about the 20th. So if possible, we need to discuss it for next week. Tomorrow, Monday.
Well, I'll be accept it, because I wouldn't be available tomorrow or Monday. That's the only problem I would have. Now that I realize you need to, it's the opinion that we need.
I mean, we don't have to agree, I guess, that's something, but I'm,
But we were gonna work it out anyway, I would imagine, I don't think we're gonna agree to it, so. I think we would be safe if we could just meet on the 20th, since that would not be the council's normal time for time
I mean,
check.
I really think this is kind of unfair to the finance department when they say that they need to have it by that time. But I am
He
asking,
needs to
he needs, no.
Anything submitted.
Anything something that you need to.
you can change that.
Well, I was thinking we would submit it then, since we would be there to discuss.
Well,
It's just I'd like to discuss it in advance and give it a change to, you know, so we're pretty much in agreement before it's if possible.
I have a question for Rex too. My request was for you to give us a 5-year historic data on actual revenue, actual expenses. Are you prepared to present that to us as well?
Not all of it, I got most of it, not all of it.
Thank you.
okay, let me see this over. Is there any way that one of the employees in the finance is to email that information to the council members and let them make their notes as far as recommendation or whatever they want to do and get that information back to via email or hand delivered or picked up by the secretary. Is that possible?
I can put copies in your box.
I just recommend you just work with them along, and whatever happens, happens. Submit it like you always have done. I appreciate you trying to do that, but just give it to us like you've always done, and we'll just take it from there.
Are you in agreement with doing that?
Fine with that.
Ms. Young, are you in agreement? Okay. That's what you want. Motion to adjourn. Make that a matter of record. Motion to adjourn.